failure and treatment. What is mean by dialysis, doctor?
Kidney failure, it's otherwise called end-stage renal failure or CKD5. When we say kidney failure, that means both kidneys are damaged beyond repair and the EFR is less than 50 ml per minute. If one kidney functions well, it's enough to live normally. That is up to GFR 50 ml per minute is patient is asymptomatic. That's an important fact to remember that if you can, that's a fact basis of kidney donation for transplantation. If you are well, your both kidneys are functioning well adequately, we can donate a kidney to others because one kidney functioning well is good enough, but functioning normally is enough to live normal life. But when the kidney disease progresses to end-stage renal failure, you need dialysis and transplantation. Next, as for the treatment, in the treatment of disease, you treat the primary disease which causes the kidney damage, like diabetes, hypertension, glomerulonephritis, and other things which I listed earlier. And people ask me, what is a special drug to treat the kidney disease? Do you have any drugs? You are giving diabetic drugs, you are giving BP drugs, you are telling me salt, this and that. Is there any special tablet to make the kidney normal? If you ask me that, unfortunately, there is no such thing. Unless we replace the kidney, we cannot. So I am sorry to put that term and that, as that, but you have to be realistic about the thing. But what is important is we have treatment, pre-dialysis monitoring and control symptoms. Very important is control diabetes. Keep the blood sugar, your HbA1c below 7 all the time. Not one day, not 1 month or 1 year. All the time, check your blood sugar, take appropriate medicines. Enormous medicines are available. You take it properly. And of course, you get tired taking medicines, but keep taking it. And keep your blood sugar, that is HbA1c is an average, 3 months average of blood sugar. It should be less than 7. And keep your blood pressure under control. It should be kept below 130 by 80 in a young person. Older person above 60, you can go up to 140, 90. There are large number of medicines available to bring down the blood. And but a basic disease, that is glomerulonephritis, variety of disease, we use what is called ARB-ACE, that is angiotensin receptor blocker. That we give for majority of the primary glomerulonephritis, along with the other drugs, immunosuppressives and other things. That's a big text, we cannot tell that. Basic disease must be treated. And many of the kidney problem, kidney failure affects your bones also. That we call it renal bone disease due to calcium deficiency, vitamin D deficiency. So that has to be corrected. As I told, anemia is a part of kidney disease. The hemoglobin comes down. Anemia is the reason for your loss of appetite and tiredness, etc. And to prevent that, you have to treat anemia with a drug called erythropoietin that is produced by the kidney. A diseased kidney does not produce adequate erythropoietin, so we can replace that. And all this not possible when this in control and the patient progress to end-stage renal failure with a kidney function of 15 ml of GFR, they have to go for what is called a renal replacement therapy. It's otherwise dialysis or renal transplantation. Next, dialysis means we use a dialysis machine and an artificial kidney or filter to remove the waste products from the blood. And there are two types. One is hemodialysis, that is, whether I don't know whether you have seen, that's where your blood goes into the machine and the filter, the artificial kidney filters, removes all the waste products, and this is the hemodialysis. This is the machine. This is the artificial kidney. The blood goes from your system into this, kidney. It removes all the waste products and it returns back into your body system with a clean blood. I can see what the oh sorry, back to the
Yeah.
machine, back to the
Yeah.
this is the monitor. This machine is important because during dialysis, this happens. It keeps your blood flow adequate. It sees that you are adequately removed, the waste products are removed, your blood pressure are monitored, and is not clotted. When the blood comes out, it immediately clots. It is not allowed to clot. If it clots, the whole thing is waste. So all these are monitored by this machine. This is a hemodialysis machine. This is a kidney or filter, we call it, and this is way vascular access from where the blood comes to the body, to the kidney, and then returns to the system. Next, peritoneal dialysis. Both of them work on similar principle. That is, remove of the solute or water across the semi-permeable membrane. It's called dialysis membrane. In the peritoneal dialysis, can you back next one? Next one. Next. In this, our body membrane is in the abdomen. We have our intestines are covered by a membrane called peritoneum. It's a natural membrane, and that is used for dialysis. And this abdomen peritoneum dialysis PD is accessed by a catheter called PD catheter. It's a soft plastic catheter, and the catheter fluid goes into the abdomen, and and it can be hidden behind the clothes, and the fluid comes out. It is very suitable for people who don't want to go to. It's done at home by the patient himself. It's the commonest way of dialysis in places like Mexico, Hong Kong, etc., where patients are busy, not able to go to the hospital for dialysis, and they can do it at home. But you cannot be doing for people who cannot manage themselves, unable to take care of yourself, and cannot be done. How it is done? Next slide. Oh,
Yeah.
this is the abdomen. You can see, and this is the catheter put in. The catheter you can see inside the abdomen comes out through this, and the fluid dialysis solution comes in a bag, goes into the abdomen, and stays there. You remove that catheter and you go about. After 6 hours, you come. It's in the abdominal cavity where the unwanted substances are removed by the peritoneum, and after 6 hours, you connect to your bag, and you can do that by yourself, and that comes out. Then in the same thing, and you can put the next bag. So 3 times a day you have to do it every 6 hours, and that can be done at home. And now we have machines which can be done used in the night. You can go for work and come back and connect it to the thing, and the bag continuously sends the fluid into the abdomen, drains it out, and you time it, and everything is adjusted. And morning you get out of the bed, along with that you disconnect, and you can go back for work. This is called continuous ambulatory peritoneal dialysis, shortly called as CAPD. Go next. Next slide. So this is how it is done. This is the bag. There are two bags here. Here one. And this bag contains the fluid. It goes inside. You disconnect, and then after 6 hours, you come and drain it out in this bag and put it into the abdomen. Disconnect, throw the bag into the dustbin, and you can walk away and go for work and all things, and come back after 6 hours and do it. And it can be done at home in a clean surroundings. This is very popular in people, younger people, and people who can do themselves these work. But in India, it is very one thing is more expensive than hemodialysis, and people are afraid to do themselves, and they don't take care of themselves. Do it, and their relatives have to do it, and very often they don't have the support. So this we also do nowadays for people. For many people do it, and for this we have a machine also. that you connect the machine to this catheter, which is inside your shirt, then connect it to the machine. The machine every hour pushes the fluid, drains it out, pushes every 6 hours, and does it on 6 hours. And morning, sorry, you can disconnect it and go about my work. This is another way of cleansing your lead due to renal failure.